John Kerry's visit to Nairobi comes at a time when Kenya and Somalia are heading closer to the ballot. Somalia will hold elections in September this year, while Kenya is currently drafting major reforms on its electoral process and body before 2017. The two countries are also on the US radar as far as security matters are concerned. But there is no doubt as to what prompted this visit: the conflict in South Sudan, and why neighbouring countries have done little to stop it. In 12 months' time, Kenya will hold its general election, one that is likely to be hotly contested. The campaigns are yet to start in earnest, but the US is already watching keenly. US Secretary of State John Kerry, who is in the country on a one-day official visit, says the government has to ensure the coming election is free of violence. Secretary Kerry says the reforms on the electoral body and process being carried out now are a step in the right direction.
Before I arrived here, there's already proposals before your parliament that will change commissioners and begin to move the process forward to give people confidence that the Electoral Commission is going to be what people want it to be.
Kerry says the US will partly fund the electoral process as well as women and youth who will vie for elective posts.
We are investing over $25 million in this year in order to support your electoral process coming into next year.
Kerry reiterated America's support to Kenya in its fight against the Al-Shabaab, adding that it is time for other regional countries to actively get involved in the war against extremists. The role of AMISOM in Somalia was also on his agenda.
We need to ensure that when the terrorists are forced to flee an area, they are never able to return. And third, throughout the region, we have to enhance our efforts to secure borders, to share information about terrorist threats.
Kerry says peace and stability in Somalia could pave way for a successful general election in September and October this year. But it is the conflict in South Sudan that has America uneasy, so much so that Secretary Kerry appeared to lose his cool about the little or no action being taken by other states in the region to ensure stability. While underscoring the importance of South Sudanese leaders to find solutions for the country's conflict, Kerry urged other countries in the region to get involved.
We need to ensure that when the terrorists are forced to flee an area, they are never able to return. And third, throughout the region, we have to enhance our efforts to secure borders, to share information about terrorist threats, to train professional security personnel.
I think the discussions we held were candid, they were frank, they were productive. I think they were excellent. We hadn't had such discussions for a while now. And I can tell you for sure that we in the region actually needed these discussions to be that candid, so that we could make progress.
And he had this to say about immediate former Vice President Riek Machar.
It's not up to the United States, it's up to the leaders of South Sudan and the political parties and the political process and their neighbors to weigh in on what is best or not best with respect to Machar.
Thank you. Mr. President, good to see you. Welcome.
Earlier at State House, Nairobi, Secretary Kerry held bilateral talks with President Uhuru Kenyatta. America has pledged to continue funding projects in various sectors, including energy, agribusiness and ICT.
I like to think
Nimrod Taabu, NTV, Nairobi.